All right. Thank you to everybody for coming here today on short notice. I'm going to hand out some information that you guys pass those around and make sure everybody gets a copy of some pertinent information that you'll want on names. West Lafayette Police Department was involved in a police accident shooting earlier today at the intersection of Sylvia and Hayes Streets. Eric William Tendam, 42 years of age, was shot by West Lafayette police officers, and the WLPD officers involved in the shooting are officers Mark Ridge, a 22-year veteran of the police department, and Officer Michael Max, a 24-year veteran of the police department. At this time, I'm going to turn over part of this press conference to Lieutenant Troy Harris, who has some information on relevant facts that happened on scene there today, and then we'll come back for some more questions with myself as well. Troy?
Approximately 9:30 this morning, Officer Mike Max observed Mr. Tendam driving a lawnmower on City Street. Officer Max observed Mr. Tendam run a stop sign, nearly causing a crash. At that time, he tried to make contact with him. Activated emergency lights, and this was disregarded by Mr. Tendam. Officer Max actually pulled up near Mr. Tendam and yelled at him for him to pull over so he could speak with him. At this time, Mr. Tendam again disregarded his instruction, continued on. A short period later, Mr. Tendam displayed a black handgun, turned around, and actually pointed it at Officer Max. At that time, Officer Max called dispatch, advised the subject had displayed a weapon. He continued to follow that suspect, who then turned onto Hayes Street. Hayes and Sylvia makes it's like a bend. Hayes turns into Sylvia, about a 90-degree turn. Coming from the east was Officer Mark Ridge. So once he turned on to Hayes and turned on to Sylvia, he encountered Officer Ridge. At that time, the suspect got off of the tractor, pulled a handgun from his waistband, pointed directly at Officer Ridge, advancing in his direction, at which time our officers shot the suspect. We do have a picture of the handgun that was displayed and pointed at our officers by the suspect, and we will release to you. The handgun turns out to be a replica firearm, which actually is a pellet gun. The look and feel of it, obviously, is that of a real firearm. Put that over here. You guys can get a shot of it here in a bit. What we do know is a suspect was shot multiple times by our officers. He was transported to the local hospital and has since been transported to Indianapolis. Questions?
Has he been in trouble before? Earlier you guys stated that you guys are familiar with him. And what type of guy was he?
He has had numerous contacts with local and state law enforcement. There's the last being in August of last year. We've not had any recent contact with Mr. Tendam. But again, there's if you take a look at the public records, you'll be able to find some facts on that.
And you said he was treated was he treated here and then sent to Indianapolis?
That's correct.
And why was he sent to Indianapolis?
I don't know the extent of his injuries, so I can't confirm why exactly he was taken, but they are believed to be non-life-threatening injuries.
Gotcha. And forgive me for being redundant, but he's still in Indianapolis, or he's on his way back here?
He is in Indianapolis.
What did your officer say about what he said, and whether it was during the slow-speed chase or right before the shooting?
All right. Just prior to displaying the handgun to Officer Max, while he was before he turned on the Hayes Street, he made some inference to there's a bomb. We don't have any information that that there was a bomb or what he was talking about exactly. We've yet to be able to interview the suspect.
What intersection did you say he ran through? Like this section?
I'm sorry?
What intersection was he at when he went through the stop sign?
I believe it was right there at Stadium, right where RB Lane Stadium, right in that area.
Do you know how many shots your officers fired and how many times it was hit?
Right now, we believe that there have been approximately 10 shots fired. We do not know. We have not confirmed how many times he's been hit. This shooting is on video, and the chief will talk a little bit about how we hold a review on that, and at some point we intend to release that video.
When's the last time a police officer shot on the line of duty?
Was it last year, Chief?
We had a police action shooting in 2009.
9.
Yeah,
Do you anticipate the release of that video today?
we do not.
Which hospital in Indianapolis?
They don't like us to put that out, to be honest with you. They get upset with us when we bring attention to them.
Lieutenant, did he ever fire the pellet gun or no?
I don't know. That's not been confirmed that he has or has not fired that weapon.
Did he own the lawnmower or the riding mower?
I don't know.
Let me add some facts here. Our office our department has been in contact and working with the Tippecanoe County Prosecutor's Office all morning and afternoon on this incident. In respect to the video, that will have to be cleared by the prosecutor exactly how much video and what that evidence that will be released, but we do plan on to do that at a later date. Let me get into a couple administrative things at this point. The West Lafayette Police Department is conducting 2 concurrent investigations into this incident. West Lafayette Police Criminal Investigation Division is investigating the shooting in cooperation with the Purdue University Police Department Detective Unit. Detective Fred Townsend is the lead investigator for the criminal investigation into this matter. Sergeant Cindy Marion is heading an internal affairs investigation that is required by policy. Upon completion of the criminal and internal affairs investigations, they will be forwarded to the Use of Deadly Force Review Board. That board will be chaired by Lieutenant Gary Sparger of the West Lafayette Police Department, and the findings of that board will be forwarded to my office for review, and I will review those findings and make those findings public. Officers Ridge and Max have been placed on administrative leave without loss of pay or benefits pending the results of the process as required. I don't really anticipate taking very many more questions from you because we're still gathering facts. Again, 2 investigations that are being conducted as we speak. One, the criminal investigation that is being headed by Detective Fred Townsend of our agency. He's being aided by detectives from Purdue University Police Department that were instrumental today on scene, both processing a large crime scene, and their detectives are much appreciated, and the cooperative effort we have between our 2 agencies is very beneficial at times like this. The other aspect is the internal affairs investigation being conducted by Sergeant Cindy Marion. She routinely does these investigations for our department, and her findings will be forwarded as well to that review board that will be chaired by Lieutenant Sparger.
2 quick follow-ups. Do you know where the suspect was coming from? And 2, what was in his backpack? I assume it wasn't a bomb.
That was not a bomb. I'll let Lieutenant Harris answer those questions. They're pretty specific to investigation matters.
Where are we coming from? I can't say with 100% certainty. We do know that his parents live nearby, and we believe he possibly could have been staying there.
As far as the contents of the bag?
Personal items, yeah.
Personal items, okay.
Is it illegal to ride a lawnmower on the street, or was he pulled over because he ran through the stoplight?
He ran through the stoplight, nearly causing a crash.
Is there any reason that when he was intoxicated at the time he was driving?
We don't have any reason to believe that right now. Hope maybe through the test at the hospital it can confirm or deny that's the case, but we don't have a reason to believe that may be.
Do you know about proximity, where he was in relation to the officers?
Are you talking in a matter of
Yeah,
feet,
where's officer and
distance?
officers, I guess once shots were fired?
Again, I don't want to get into a bunch of specifics, but I would venture to say
I wouldn't guess. It was
Yeah, I
close.
don't- I
It was
don't
close
guess.
proximity, and we'll have our reconstructive units, crime scene unit, both West Lafayette Police and Purdue University Police that are putting that all together, and there'll be a finding released at some when we have more specifics on that. Sophia.
What I'm picturing then, if you have the one officer behind him and then you have the other officer coming from the other side, so then were they both on opposite sides of him?
that's correct. If you can envision it as a triangle, no crossfire, nothing to that nature.
Were the officers treated for anything?
No.
The video you guys have, is it from the police cars or is it from buildings?
From patrol cars.
Can you spell your names for us, first and last?
I'm Chief Jason Domkowski, DOMBKOWSKI. Lieutenant Troy Harris, HARRIS. We good?
Thank you.
Will you be releasing a photo of the suspect?
Yeah. I spoke with Sheriff Tracy Brown. He does have a photos of him from the jail from prior incidents, and there's a process to go and get those. I think you guys are familiar with that, but they'll release that to you.
How will they release that to us, Chief? Are they going to release that through email, or is it going to hand it out here, or?
Their process is their process, and I'm not really well versed in what you got to fill out to get those photos, but it's a routine thing. Our local media does it all the time. If you're nice to them, they might help you. All right. Thank you, guys.
How the heck are you? I'm good, so good to see you.